Good morning, everybody. I am Dr. Dondiba Ishwanath, Assistant Professor of Chemistry, Government First Grade College, KR from Bangalore. Today I am going to discuss about coordination compounds of 6th semester BSc of Chemistry 7, which is inorganic chemistry, affiliated to Bangalore and Bangalore North University. This is the second class of this coordination compounds. Therefore, coordination compounds 2. I have given that is for second class of this chapter. Now, in this class, I have to discuss IUPAC nomenclature of coordination compounds, rules with examples, theories of coordination compounds. That is first theory I have to discuss in this class, Werner's theory of coordination compounds. Therefore, postulates I have to explain. Then explanation of structure of cobalt 3 ion, that is with x molecules of ammonia based on Werner's theory. Then merits and demerits of Werner's theory of coordination compounds. Now let us discuss one by one. Now first one is IUPAC nomenclature of coordination compounds. The IUPAC name of coordination compounds can be obtained by using following rules. First rule goes to, that is the order of naming of ions. For anionic coordination complexes, the cation is named first, then the anion. Means it is a two-word system. If it is a coordination pair and the simple ion will be there, therefore the cation or that is positively charged ion should be named first, followed by negatively charged ion. And the cation will be name in one word, and anion will be remaining anion will be written in second word. And naming should be start with, that is a small letters but not a capital letter. For non-ionic coordination complex or neutral complex, that should be named as in single word. Here ionic coordination complexes written in two words, one is cation and another one is anion, whereas the neutral complex compound should be named in single word. This is about, that is the first rule. Second rule, naming the coordination pair. For naming the coordination pair, the ligands are named first, then the central metal ion. Now here the coordination pair, suppose coordination pair, it is one is simple ion and another one is complex ion. No, the complex ion is nothing but it contains the coordination pair. While naming the coordination pair, you have to name the ligand first, followed by central metal ion. Now third rule goes to names of the ligands. Now naming of the ligands, how they are naming. The names of the negative ligands end with O. That is, O should be a end with negative ligand, and positive ligand, this is the ligand with IUM, it should be a end with IUM, and neutral ligands as no change, simply whatever may be there that you have to write, but negative ligand should be ends with O and positive ligands end with IUM. This is the naming. For example, for negative ligands, therefore we have say that is a negatively charged ligand called, that is a negative ligand. Here chloro will be there, therefore the actually chloride will be there, that will be named as a ligand, means chloro. Then it is a fluoride, then this is called as a fluoro. Then it is a halide, that should be a halo. Or bromide, therefore bromo. Iodide, iodo. Cyanide, that is a cyano. These are the negative ligands. A few more examples are there. This is the acetato. This is the acetato. Acetate, acetato. You have to, that is acetate, that should be a end with O, means acetato. This is the carbonate, that is a carbonato. You have to write. Then this is the called as a, that is a hydride, therefore hydrido. This is called as a oxalato, that is a oxalato you have to name in the as a ligand. Next, that is a amido. This is the amido. Then thiacyanato, yes, Thiocyaneto, yes, you have to write. Then here nitrito N, this you have to write. Then that is a oxo, that is a oxo. Then mercapto, sh minus, that is a mercapto. This is called as a phenyl. This is called as a phenyl. That is a phenyl actually. Now here sulfate, sulfato, that is a hydroxo, that is a hydrate, hydroxo, that is a, it is a peroxide, that should be peroxo. Nitrate, nitrato, that is a it should be a NH, no, it is a this should be a NH, not, that is a NH minus, it is a imido. NH, it should be a imido. Then NCS minus, this is the thiocyaneto N. Then ONO minus means thiocyaneto, that is a nitrito O. Then this is the thio. Then it is a thiosulfato. Then this is the called as a glycinato. That is a glycinato. GLY, that is a glycinato. These are the negative ligands. Again I have to quote, there is a some more that is complicated negative ligands. Therefore this type of this is called as a acetyl acetato, that is a acetyl acetato, that is a AC. This is the example. Then this is called as a dimethyl glyoxymato, that is a glyoxymato. Then it is a imino-diacetato. This is the next. Ethylene diamine triacetato. Ethylene diamine triacetato. Here acetate, here acetate, here triacetato. Then here ethylene diamine tetraacetato. Therefore EDTA, that is a ethylene diamine tetraacetato. These are the examples. Now coming to that is a, these are the naming like that. Now coming to that is a positive ligand. Some example of positive. This is the NO plus, that is a nitrosonium, because the positive ligands end with IUM, therefore nitrosonium. Then here NO2 plus, that is a nitronium. Then here hydrazinium. These are the naming as a positive ligands I name. Then neutral ligands. There is a no common, there is no specific name, just you have to write. This is actually ammonia, but in the here when it is act as a ligand, that is a amine. Then this is the carbon monoxide, when it is act as a ligand, therefore it is a carbonyl. Then it is suppose water will be there, therefore it is a aqua. Then NO will be there, nitrosyl. Then this is the oxygen, O2 will be there, that is a dioxygen. Therefore N2 will be there, that is a dinitrogen. Then this is the pyridine, PY, therefore pyridine. This is the actually this is the 6C6H5N. It is a, it should be a corrected, make correct. This is C6H5N, pyridine, PY. This is for, this is the triphenyl phosphine. This is the 6, that is C6H5, the taken thrice phosphine, triphenyl phosphine as it is. Next, that is a ethylene diamine, EN. EN means ethylene diamine. Then this is the benzene as it is, you have to write. Few more example. This is a 2, 2 prime dipyridyl. This is the we say that is a 1, this is the 2 means 2, and this is the 1 prime, 2 prime means 2, 2 prime dipyridyl, that is a DIPY. This is the example. Then another one is terpyridine. Terpyridine means 3 molecules here. therefore we say that is a terpyridine. This is the neutral one. And last, that is a, we quote here, there is a triethylene tetramine. Triethylene tetramine. Here 1, 2, 3, 4 will be there, and 1, 2, 3, 3 ethylene and 4 amine group will be there. That is a triethylene tetramine. These are the example for that is a neutral ligands. Naming, we have to follow these rules, and you have to utter the name of these ligands. Now coming to, that is a fourth rule goes to order of the naming of the ligands. In complex, if more than one kind of the ligands present, then they are named according to the alphabetic order. If more than one different kind of the ligands are there, then that should be a number, that is a name according to alphabetic order. Next, fifth one, the numerical prefixes to indicate the number of ligands. Numerical prefixes to indicate the number of ligands in a complex, if more than one times repeated, means same ligand repeated twice or thrice, whatever may be, more than one times repeated the same kind of the ligand, then prefixes you have to write. If it is repeated 2 times, you have to write dia. If repeated 3 times, therefore you have to write tria. If it repeated 4 times, you have to write tetra, etc., written as a prefixes to the name of the ligand, for 2, 3, 4, etc., respectively. If the ligands are already in abbreviated system, or it is contains the affixes dia, tria, tetra, etc., then prefixes like bis for 2, tris for 3, tetrakis for 4, pentakis for 5, hexakis for, that is a 6, etc., are written as a prefixes to the number of ligands for 2, 3, 4, etc., respectively. Then sixth rule, ending of names. The anionic complex, the name of the central metal atom is ends with ATE. Here you have suppose cationic complex will be there. The central metal atom, there is no specific naming will be there, but for anionic complex, the name of the central metal atom is ends with ATE. For cationic and neutral complexes, the name of the central metal without any characteristics end, means there is no change. But for anionic complex, you have to central metal, it should be end with ATE. For example, suppose in a anionic complex compound, it is a silver will be there, therefore it is called as a argentinate. Argentinate is the ATE will be end, that is a silver as a argentinate. If it is in positive complex, therefore you have to write simply silver, but it is a argentinate, you have to write in anionic complex. Aluminum, then you have to write that is a aluminate. Here gold you have to write in complex, that is cationic complex, but anionic you have to write in anionic, that is cationic as well as in neutral, but in anionic you have to write arurate. Then chromium you have to write that is a chromate. Then cobalt, that is cobaltate. Copper, cuprate. Then iron, ferrate. Then Pb, lead, that is plumbate. Manganese, manganate. Nickel, nickelate. Tin, that is a stannate. Osmium, osmate. Tungsten, tungstate. Zinc, zincate. Platinum, platinate. Molybdenum, molybdate. Then vanadium, vanadate. Titanium, titanate. Then silicon, silicate. These are the example, they are ends when these metals present in the anionic coordination complex ion, then that only you have to write the central metal ends with, that is these letters are naming as these like. Now next coming to the seventh rule, oxidation state of the central metal ion. The oxidation state of the central metal ion is designated by a Roman numeral in parenthesis after the name of metal ion. Therefore, you should be write the oxidation state or oxidation number of the central metal atom immediately. That is the naming of central metal atom in parenthesis or in round bracket. You have to write. Then eighth rule, bridging ligands. For ligands which act as a bridges between two metal atoms, the Greek letter mu is written before their names. The prefix mu is repeated before the name of each kind of bridging ligands. For examples, now we have to write, that is an example. Now these are the 8 rules are there. Now coming to, that is a, for example, I have to naming this compound. This is the complex will be there. Now here this is the first one is here suppose it is a anionic complex compound. When they dissolve in water, it produces 4 molecules of the 4, that is the ions of potassium and FeCN6. These are the, that is the charge will be -4 will be there. Now here the in this complex it is actually anionic complex. Name the cation first, means as it is you have to write, that is a potassium will be there, therefore you have to write potassium, but it should not be write tetra potassium, it should not be write like that, but just you have to write potassium. Then this one word will be over. This is the naming should be starts with, that is a small letter, that is a potassium, one word will be over. Then second word will be there, that is a anion, it is a coordination pair. While naming the coordination pair, the ligand should be named first. Here central metal atom will be there, here one, and remaining it surrounds the metal, they are all are ligands. Here cyanide will be a, that is a ligand, therefore you say that is a cyano. Therefore this cyano will be having a repeated, that is a 6 times repeated. Therefore same kind of the ligand repeated 6 times, therefore it is called as a hexa. You have to prefixes as a hexa. Therefore while naming this coordination pair now, that is a hexacyano. Then it is a anionic. No, anionic means the iron should be a end with, that is a ATE, Greek word to add a ATE. Therefore that is a ferrate. Therefore hexacyanoferrate. Then immediately we have to write, that is a oxidation state. Oxidation state, you know, that is a if potassium is present in the first group of the periodic table, that having a plus one oxidation state, and iron, these are the central metal atom, they having a variable oxidation state, that you have to find out in this complex. But cyanide, no, this ligand is a neutral ligand, and that negative ligand, which is a monodentate ligand. The charge will be having a -1. The H, that is cyanide, will be obtained from HCN, means therefore it having a -1 sign. Therefore this is the -1. Therefore oxidation state of, that is cyanide, is -1. Therefore here the potassium plus, here potassium is +1 into 4, that is a +4, and minus this is the minus, that is a plus, -1 into 6 means -6. Therefore +4 -6, and there is no charge on this, that complex equal to 0 means you have to write that is a 0. Therefore while assigning the oxidation state of the metal or ion, whatever may be, the algebraic sum of the ions in a formula, if it is a neutral, then equal to 0. That is the you have to rules follow to assigning, that is the oxidation number of a particular that is the element in a formula of the formula. That's you have to write, that is the first rule. You have to say algebraic sum of the each constituent ion equal to, that is equal to 0 for neutral one, or if it is a charge, therefore equal to that charge will be there. Therefore you have to write, that is a +4 minus 6 equal to 0. Minus 6 plus 4 means minus 2 equal to 0. Then that side plus 2. Therefore, the oxidation state of that is iron will be a plus 2. Therefore, you have to write that is a potassium hexacyanoferrate 2. That is a 2 is the oxidation state, and that should be written in a parenthesis. This is the name of that is a complex. Now coming to the similar to this one, this is the that is K3 FeCN6 is the formula. The this earlier name, potassium ferrocyanide. It is a potassium ferrocyanide we have, right? But it is called as a potassium ferricyanide as a common. But what is the IUPAC name means? Here potassium again hexacyanoferrate, oxidation number will be changed. Here plus 3 minus 6, that is a minus 3, that side plus 3. Therefore, you have to write that is a plus 3 is the oxidation state of the iron in this complex. Next, you have to write that is another example. Here this is the cationic complex. While cationic complex, the cation will be named first, and here coordination pair will be a cation. Therefore, name the first. While naming the coordination pair, you have to name the ligand first, then followed by anion. Therefore, here amine will be there. Therefore, the 4 amines are, that is amines ligands are repeated 4 times. Therefore, tetraamine. Then you have to write copper as it is, because it is a cationic complex. Therefore, tetraamine copper. Then immediately you have to go to oxidation state. Amine is a neutral ligand. I have already told. Neutral ligand means it doesn't contain any charge. Therefore, what is the sum of the algebraic sum means the oxidation state of copper plus 4 into oxidation state of ammonia plus that is the oxidation state of the sulfate equal to 0. Therefore, here oxidation state of copper you have to find out. The oxidation state of ammonia is 0 means 4 into 0 means 0 plus that is a sulfate having a minus 2, oxidation state will be a minus 2 equal to 0 means the oxidation state of copper minus 2 is equal to 0. Then oxidation state of copper is equal to 2 will be there. Therefore, you have to write now tetraamine copper 2, that should be a parenthesis, right? And this is simply sulfate, you have to write second word. Next, similar to you have to naming this compound. Now hexamine cobalt, because it is a cationic complex. Hexamine cobalt, that is a, what is the oxidation state? This ammonia will be 0. The chloride will be minus 1 into 3, therefore minus 3, and that side plus 3. Therefore, you say that is a hexamine cobalt 3 chloride. Hexamine cobalt 3 chloride is the name of this complex. Then coming to that is another example, pentamine. This is called as a, here 2 ligands are there. Again, it is a cationic complex. The cobalt will be remains as it is. Therefore, you have to write here chloro will be there. Another one is amine will be there. These ligands are different. That should be, you have to arrange in alphabetic order. Amine will be first in alphabetic order. Therefore, pentamine, then chloro, then cobalt, then oxidation state. This is the chloro minus 1, this chloro minus 2, and ammonia, that is amine will be 0. Therefore, minus 3, and that side plus 3. Therefore, you have to write that is a plus 3. Therefore, pentamine chloro cobalt 3, that is a chloride. It is the name of this complex. Next example I quote here. This is simple. Here this is the sodium. Then here while naming this is the hexanitrito N. Then this is the cobaltate, actually cobaltate, because it is the anionic complex cobaltate. And what is the oxidation state? This is the minus 1 nitrito minus 1 into 6 means minus 6, and sodium is plus 1 into 3 means plus 3 minus 6 means it should be a totally, that is a minus 3, and that side plus 3. Therefore, you have to write that is a plus 3, and therefore sodium one word and hexanitrito N cobaltate 3. This is the name of this complex. Similarly, you have to write, there is another example. Now this is the neutral ligand, neutral complex, in which the amine will be there and there is a nitrito N will be there. Therefore nitrito N and amine will be a different in different ligands. Amine will becomes first in alphabetic order. Therefore triamine, trinitrito N, then cobalt, because it is a neutral, therefore you have to write cobalt, and nitrito is -1 into 3 means -3, and that side +3, therefore you have to write 3. Triamine, trinitrito N, cobalt, that is a 3 is the name of this complex. Now coming to the another complex, this here again this is the neutral one, because it is a in the coordination sphere will be there, left side or right side of the coordination sphere there is no any ions or atoms will be there, therefore it became a neutral one. Then here chloro will be there, cyano will be there, nitrito will be there, amine will be there. These should be arranged in different 4 ligands in alphabetic order. First will becomes that is a amine, then coming to that is a chloro, then coming to that is cyano, then nitrito. Therefore we say that is a triamine, chloro, cyano, nitrito N. Then what is the oxidation state of? Then this is the cobalt. Then what is the oxidation? 1 chloro -1, cyano -1 means -2, then nitrito -1 means -3, and that side +3. Therefore we say that is a triamine, chloro, cyano, nitrito N, cobalt 3. This is the name of this complex. Now coming to that is another example here. I have to explain here this complex. The 2 ligands are here, the chloro and aqua. Aqua will be come first, therefore tetra aqua, dichloro. This is the cationic complex, therefore chromium. Then what is the oxidation state? This is the ammonia will be a neutral, therefore 0. This should be a chloro is -1 into 2 means -2, and here -1 means that is a -3, that side +3. Therefore we say there is a tetra aqua, dichloro, chromium 3 chloride will be a name of this compound. Next, this is again neutral one. Then tetracyano, nickel. Then there is a cyanide is -1, -4, that side +4. Therefore tetracyano, nickel 4 is the name of this compound. Then this is the penta, this is the carbon monoxide, carbonyl you have to write, that is pentacarbonyl. The carbonyl is a neutral ligand, therefore it is a oxidation state will be 0, 5 into 0 means 0, that side also 0, therefore pentacarbonyl iron 0 is the name of this complex. Then here actually lithium aluminum hydride, like no, this is the complex will be there, therefore lithium, then tetrahydrido, aluminate, because this is the anionic complex, aluminate. This will be lithium is the +1 charge, and hydride is -3, -1 into 4, that is -4, and +1 means -3, and that side +3. Therefore lithium tetrahydrido aluminate 3 is the complex of the name of this complex. Next, that is benzene. Benzene is nothing but it is already abbreviated form, therefore you have to write that is a bis. The 2 will be there, therefore it is called as a bis. Benzene, chromium, that is benzene will be a neutral ligand 0, therefore bis, benzene, chromium 0 is the name of this compound. Next, another example we quote here. This is the oxalato, potassium. This is the trioxalato. This is the oxalato is a bidentate ligand, therefore -2 charge will be there. -2 into 3 means -6, and here potassium is +3, therefore here we say that is a -3, that side +3, therefore we say that is a potassium trioxalato aluminate, that is a 3 is the name of this compound. Next, another complex I have to take, that is a sodium dicyano arurate, dicyano arurate. What is the oxidation? This is the plus 1, this is the minus 2, means minus 1, that side plus 1. Therefore sodium dicyano arurate is the name of this complex. Next, one more example here. This is the cationic complex compound. Chloro will be there, nitrito, amino will be there, and sulfate. Therefore amino will be comes first. Therefore tetraamine, chloro, nitrito N, platinum. What is the oxidation state? Chloro is -1, nitrito is -1, -2, and sulfate, that is a -2. -2 means -4, and ammonia will be 0, that will be a that is a plus, that is 4. Therefore you say that is a tetraamine, chloro, nitrito N, platinum, that is a platinum 4 sulfate is the name of this complex. Next, similarly you have to say that is a this one, potassium, then tetracyano nickelate. This is the anionic complex, nickelate. Therefore nickelate 0, actually 0 here. Cyanide is -1, -4, and potassium is +1, +1 into 4, that is a +4. Therefore nickelate 0 is the name of this complex. Now coming to that is this complex, sodium tetracarbonyl, that is a oxidation state will be a -1 here. Here cobaltate, actually the sodium tetracarbonyl cobaltate. Carbon monoxide is 0 oxidation state, and sodium is +1, and that side -1. Therefore you have to write that is a -1. Sodium tetracarbonyl cobaltate -1 is the oxidation, that is the name of this complex. Next, another example here, the calcium hexacyanoferrate. Then calcium is +2 charge, +2 into 2 means +4. Cyanide is minus into 6 means -6, means -2, that side +2. Therefore calcium hexacyanoferrate 2 is the name of this complex. Then this is the another example, diamine, sorry, just ammonium, sorry, it is also called as ammonium. Then hexacyanothioneto S, that is a platinate. What is the IPA? That is a, what is the oxidation state? This is -1 into 6 means -6. Ammonia is +1, ammonium +1, that is +2, plus that is a +4. Therefore we say that is a ammonium hexacyanato S platinate 4 is the name of this compound. Now similarly here, ammonium hexacyanato hexathiocyaneto N, that is chromate 3 is the oxidation state, because -6 and that is +3. Therefore -3, that side +3. Then this compound, what is the name of this compound? Sodium hexafluorosilicate, that is a 4, because this is the -6, this is +2, that is a 4. Then this compound, what is that? Sodium hexafluorooxo, oxo is -2, okay, -2, and this is the fluoro is -4 means -6, and this sodium is +2, therefore it is a +4. Then that is a potassium tetrafluoroborate. Then this is the -4, then +1, that is a 3 is the oxidation state. Then this compound sodium, then that is a ethylene diamine, you have to expand in the bracket, ethylene diamine tetraacetato nickelate, because it is a negative complex, anionic complex compound, therefore nickelate. Then EDTA having a that is a 4 oxidate, that is a 4 charge, acetate on 4 acetate group, no 4, and sodium having a +2 and -4 means 2, therefore you have to write 2. Therefore sodium ethylene diamine tetraacetato nickelate 2 is the name of this complex. Next, another example, that is this compound pentacarbonyl that is a triphenyl phosphine chromium. This is the neutral ligand, this is neutral, and therefore you have to 0. Chromium 0 you have to write. Then now coming to this like example, this is the cationic complex compound. How it is a name of this hexamine platinum, then oxidative state. Amine is 0, and therefore the sum of the oxidative state of this equal to charge, means equal to 4. Therefore amine is 0, 0 into 4, 6 means 0, therefore equal to 4. This is the will be there, therefore platinum 4. Therefore hexa amine platinum 4 ion. You have to write ion. Any charge that you have to write ion is the name of this complex. Another example, the tetraamine copper, there is a 2 ion, which is oxidation state will be 2 plus 2. Now here triamine trichloro platinum. Now here minus 3 equal to plus 1, means that side plus 3 plus 1 means that is a 4. Therefore 4 ion. Triamine trichloro platinum 4 ion will be the name of this complex. Now coming to this the tetracyano, because of negative here, this is the cuprate you have to write, and here cyanide is a minus 4 and this equal to minus 3, no, that side plus 4 minus 3 means plus 1. Therefore tetracyanocuprate 1 ion is the name of this complex. Now suppose two coordination sphere will be there, just like a coordination sphere will be there. This is the one, another one will be there, and therefore the oxidative state will be a changes here. Now how here you have to name, this is the like a cation, and this complex will be act as a anion. Therefore tetraamine you have to write platinum tetraamine platinum. What is the oxidative state of total you have to write for per platinum. Therefore here amine is the neutral, this is the 0, chloro is the minus 1, minus into 4, that is a 4 chloro, that side plus 4 that is a 2 platinum. Therefore you have to divide by 2 for 4 means it will be a 2 will be there. Therefore you should be write tetraamine platinum 2, then tetrachloro platinate 2. That is the name of this complex. Therefore these charge will be a distributive in each platinum. Therefore you have to write that is this like here 4 equal to 4, but 2 platinums are there. Therefore divide by 2, you will get that is for each platinum that having a oxidation state plus 2. Then similar to this the tetrapyridine. Therefore tetrapyridine platinum, then tetrachloro platinate, and this will be a divide, that is a 2, that will be the pyridine is 0, and that chloro will be minus 2 minus 1, and that is a 4, and it divide by 2, therefore 2. Therefore tetrapyridine platinum 2 tetrachloro platinate 2 is the name of this complex. Now coming to this complex, this is the negative ion. Therefore ethylene diamine tetraacetate chromate, you have to write chromate, and this is the minus 4 and equal to minus 1, that side plus 4 minus 1 means minus 3 ion. It you have to, because it having a charge, therefore you have to write ion. Next, this somewhat you have to write, there is a complex compound, somewhat that is difficult. I have to taken for mastery of naming of coordination complex. These are useful also in higher education. Therefore you have to naming here the amino and hydroxo. These are the these ligands are in bridging ligands between two cobalt metals. Therefore mu amido you have to write, that is a mu amido, then mu hydroxo, then here hydroxo, then here amine how many, this is the 4 amines, and this is the 4 amines, that is the total 8 means octaamine. Octaamine. Here 2 cobalts are there, therefore dicobalt. What is the oxidation state? Here this is the that is actually minus 1, minus 1. This is the minus 1. Actually this should be a minus 1, and this is equal to 2, therefore it should be a 3. Actually this is the amido you are writing, no, it should be a NH, not NH2. This should be a not there, it should be a NH instead of NH2. Therefore you have to, that is amido. Otherwise NH2 means it should be a amino. Amino it should be a there, that is a, you have to amido means it is a NH. Therefore this is the minus 1. This should be a minus 2, minus 2. Then 4, it becomes a it equal to that is a 4, no, therefore it becomes a 3 ion. This is because of it having a 3, it should be a minus 3 ions. Now coming to that is this complex. No, this is the same here. This is the minus 1, and this is the 4 means it should be 2 ion, that is a mu amido, mu hydroxo, octaamine, dicobalt, 2 ion. It should be 2, not 3. Then here, now coming to the similar to this, you have to write mu amido, then mu, this is the peroxo. Peroxo, it is a minus 2 here, peroxo minus 2, minus 1, minus 3, and minus 3 equal to plus 3. Therefore it should be a okay, that should be a dicobalt, no, dicobalt. These are the 2 cobalt ions will be there, no. Therefore here it became it minus 2, minus 1 means 3, therefore 6 divided by 2 means it should be 3. This should be 3 ions. This should be 3 ions. Now next one, another example. Therefore here tetramine, that is a mu amido, mu nitrito, that is a N, octaamine, dicobalt. Now oxidation state, here nitrate is minus 1 means 4 nitrate will be there, therefore minus 4. This is the minus 5, minus 6. Minus 6 divided by 2 metals, no, divided by 2 you have to get, there is a 3 nitrate. Therefore mu amido, mu nitrito, N, octaamine, dicobalt, 3 nitrate is the name of this complex. Now another example. Now here the 2 ligands are bridging repeatedly, therefore di mu hydroxo, then hydroxo, then you have to write, that is a how these are the 4, octa aqua, diiron. Then what is the oxidation state? These are the aqua neutral ligands. This hydroxo minus 1, this hydroxo minus 1. Therefore that is a minus 2, and sulfate having a minus 2. Minus 2 into 2 means minus 4. Minus 4 plus, that is a minus 2 means minus 6. That side plus 6. Because of 2 metals are there, therefore 2, that is a divide by 2 means 6 divided by 2 means this should be a 3. Therefore you get, that is a di mu hydroxo, octa aqua, diiron, 3 sulfate is the name of this complex. Next, similarly I have to write, there is a di mu, that is di mu chloro, then chlorido, that is a here due to that is a chloro, dichloro, again here dichloro, that is the simple here. These are the 2 are bridging and 2 are simple, therefore di mu chloro, dichloro, then triphenyl phosphine, bis means this should be taken as a 3 times, that is a two times, that is a, we say that is a here bis two times, no, triphenyl phosphine. Therefore I say that is a bis triphenyl phosphine dipalladium, palladium. Now here this is the neutral, this is the neutral. Now this is the that is a unidentate ligand, negative, -1, this is the -1, this is, therefore -4 will be there, that side +4 will be there, +4 divided by 2 palladium, therefore divided by 2, it is a 2 will be a comes. Now next coming to the another, that is a example, mu imido. NH means imido, NH2 means amido, that is a mu is imido, means -2 charge will be there, and mu hydroxo. Now here ethylene diamine will be there, it is in the abbreviated form, therefore we say that is a 4 will be there, therefore tetrakis, 4 will be there, that is a tetrakis ethylene diamine, then dicobalt. What is the oxidation state? This is the -2, -1 means -3, and that side +3, +3 means +6, divided by cobalt, 2 cobalt divided by 3 means we will get that is a 3 ion, because of it is ion, therefore ion. Now these are about, that is a nomenclature of coordination compounds. Now next comes, there is a the theories of coordination, the theories of structures and bonding of coordination compounds. First theory goes to, that is a Werner's theory of coordination compounds. Alfred Werner explained his theory of coordination compounds in the following postulates or assumptions. First postulate goes to, this is the most important part for us. Write the Werner's theory of coordination compound, means you have to write, in coordination compounds the central metal atoms exhibits two types of the valency. You have to say that is in coordination compounds central metal atom or atoms exhibit two types of the valencies. One is primary valency, another one is secondary valency. Primary valency is ionizable valency, whereas secondary valency is non-ionizable valency. The primary valency is corresponding to oxidation state of the central metal atom, whereas secondary valency is corresponding to coordination number. These are the about, that is a first postulates. Second postulates, every metal in a coordination compounds has fixed number of secondary valency and the variable number of primary valency. Therefore in the complex the fixed number of secondary valency will be there, but primary valency will be a variable. Now third postulate goes to, in a complex the metal atom tends to satisfy both primary as well as secondary valencies. Primary valency satisfy negative ions, whereas secondary valency satisfy either by negative ions or by neutral molecules. In certain cases the negative ion may satisfy both type of the valencies. This is about, that is a third postulate. Fourth postulate, the secondary valencies are always directed towards the fixed position in a space, and these leads to a definite geometry of coordination compounds. Therefore if secondary valency will be fixed, that is these are the fixed. If secondary valency 2 in a complex, the structure will be a linear. If 3, it is a trigonal. If it is a secondary valency will be 4, it is corresponding to coordination number. I have to also say that is a coordination number is 4. 4 means it having a tetrahedral geometry or square planar geometry. Either one may be present. If it is a coordination number 3 or secondary valency will be 3, therefore it is called as a trigonal. If coordination number is 2 or secondary valency is 2, this is the linear structure. If it is coordination number 5, therefore it is a trigonal bipyramidal structure. If the coordination number 6, it having a octahedral geometry. Now coming to the, on the basis of these coordination postulates or assumptions of Werner's theory, now coming to the structure of the he explained the structure of the bonding and explained the structure of cobalt 3 amine complex as follows. Now in structure 1, if the structure of the this like, that is 6 ammonia complex, then what is the structure of this complex means according to Werner's theory means, in this complex the coordination number of the cobalt is 6, because the coordination number is always 6. and all 6 secondary valencies are occupied in the ammonia. Here this is the ammo neutral, that is secondary valency will be a satisfied by neutral as well as negative ligands. Therefore here neutral ligands first preference, that is the 6 ammonia molecules are there, amine molecules are there, therefore it is having a coordination number 6. Therefore these chloro groups are there, no, these chloro groups remains, that is a primary valency, they are just ionizable valency, it is make a ionization. Therefore the coordination number is 6 remains, therefore the amine will be satisfy the secondary valency. Therefore the chloride ions are bonded to the cobalt by 3 primary valency, and 6 that is having amines are secondary valency. Hence when this compound is dissolved in water, it's good total 4 ions. 4 ions means one is complex ion, another one is 3 chloride ions will be there. Therefore 4 ions will be there, in which 3 are chloride ions and 1 as a this complex ion, because it having a coordination number 6. Therefore the formula of the complex are written as this like structure. Therefore the coordination number is 6, fixed cobalt. Therefore the chloro group is primary and it is ionizable. Therefore structure will be there. Therefore we say that is a what is the structure when 3 molecules of the AgNO3 is required to take the reaction for coordination complex, then what is the name means 3 molecules of the AgNO3 means 3 molecules of the 3 ions of the chloride will be there. Therefore the structure will be this like, the question will be different. Therefore how it is right, that is a cobalt will be present here, and 6 that is all primary and secondary valency shifted towards the different corners. Therefore this is the 1, this is the 2, this is the all 6 molecules are different there, and this is the solid line, it is donated, and primary valency will be a dotted line, it is the, these are the ionizable. Therefore this is the 3 chlorides are ionizable, that is simple ions, and it will be formed. Therefore dotted lines represented as primary valency and thick lines are considered as represented as a secondary valency. Therefore structure of the molecule is this like. Now coming to the second structure, B structure. If the cobalt 3 5NH3 complex, because now here in this complex the coordination number of the cobalt remains 6, the coordination number of cobalt is remains 6, but now 5 position of the occupied by the 5 neutral molecules, that is ammonia molecules, and the 6th position is occupied by, that is a 1 chloro group. Therefore these chloride ions exhibit both primary as well as secondary valency. Hence when this compound is dissolved in water, it produces total 3 ions, in which 2 are chloride ions and 1 is the coordination sphere. This like compound will be formed. Therefore only 2 moles of the AgNO3 is required to precipitate the chloride molecules, then formula will be this like. They may ask when the this like complex, that is X molecule of the complex will be dissolved in water, it requires 2 molecules of the AgNO3 to get, that is a white curd precipitate. Then what is the formula means, just you have to write this, because 2 chloride molecules are react with 2 moles of the AgNO3 to precipitate, that is a AgCl. Therefore like the structure, and therefore you have to say that is a 5 secondary valencies are present at the 5 corners, and 1 chloro group will be a both, it is act as a primary valency and secondary valency, it is act as a coordination number, and 2 chloro group are act as a, that is a simple ions, and the dotted line that is same here. Then similarly the third example is nothing but the cobalt 3 4 ammonia molecules, amine molecules. In this complex the coordination number of the cobalt is remain 6, but the now 4 position are occupied by the 4 ammonia molecules, and 5th and 6th position of the 2 of the chloride ions occupy. These chloride ions are exhibit both primary and secondary valency. Hence when the compound dissolved in water gives total number of 2 ions, in which one is chloride ion simple ion, another one is complex ion. Therefore this like complex ion. Therefore the formula of the complex will be here, and for this no only one AgNO3 is required to precipitate molecule. when what happened, when what is the formula, what is the formula of this complex when only one mole of the AgNO3 is required to get precipitate, chloride precipitate, then what is the formula means, therefore write it here, because the one chloride molecule react with one mole of the AgNO3 to get that is a silver chloride precipitate. Therefore here four amine molecules are occupied, that is the four corners, and two corners are occupied by chlorides. One is simple, it is a primary, it is a both, it is act as a primary as well as secondary. This is the chloride, two chlorides are secondary valency as well as primary valency. Next, that is a last, that is a this structure of this complex. In this complex the coordination number of cobalt remains 6, but now 3 positions are occupied by the 4 ammonia, that is a 3 ammonia, it is not 4, it should be 3 ammonia molecules, and remaining 3 positions of the 3 chlorides ions. These 3 chloride ions exhibit both primary as well as secondary valency. Hence when this compound dissolved in water, it cannot be dissociates into ions. Therefore the formula of the complex will be this like, and when they ask when the complex when dissolved in water, it will not precipitate by using a AgNO3 reagent, then what is the formula means this like. Therefore because in this reaction there is a no chloride ion will be produces, therefore will not produces, that is a precipitate with AgNO3 solutions, silver nitrate solution. Hence this can be explained, the 3 ammonia molecules, amine molecules present at 3 corners, and 3 chloro groups are act as another 3 corners, and they having a, these are the both, that is primary as well as secondary valency of this. Therefore they may ask like a question, when this complex when dissolved in water, it will not precipitate with it do no precipitate gives with the AgNO3 solution, then what is the formula for that complex means, just you have to write this complex. If it is one molecule is 1 mole of the AgNO3 required means, you have to Cl will be there and here Cl2, depending I have explained now. This is the you have to write, that is structure. Now coming to that is merits or that is coming to that is demerits of the or limitations of the Werner's theory. Now this theory fails to explain the bonding within the coordination sphere. This theory fails to explain the bonding within the coordination sphere. This theory also fails to explain the structure of the complexes other than coordination number 4 and 6. Other than coordination number 4 and 6, this theory fails to explain that structure. Next, this theory fails to distinguish between square planar geometry and tetrahedral geometry having the coordination number 4, because the coordination number 4 it having both, that is a tetrahedral and square planar geometry, they cannot be distinguished. This theory fails to explain why the ligands satisfy both type of the primary and secondary valency. These are the demerits of the Werner's theory, but merits can be explained. This theory satisfactorily explained between the bonding, that is a structure of the coordination compound having the coordination number 4 and 6. It is a very good explanation of the structure having the coordination number 4 and 6, and he explained that is a primary as well as secondary valency satisfactorily. And this completes about that is a second class of this coordination compound.